guys were at Reading Festival. How are you all feeling?
Yeah, good. It's nice to be back at Reading again. We haven't been here since 2010, so nice to be coming back here, and we're doing the main stage again. So it's the highest that we've ever had on Reading Festival, especially for a main stage. So I think we're really excited for it, and I think we're a little bit nervous as well. I think we'll be lying if we weren't.
There's a lot of thinks in there.
I think we're quite chill, to be honest.
It's going to be different. Well, I'm freaking out a little bit, but it's the biggest thing we've ever done.
Good to be nervous. I mean, when you get nervous before a show, presumably it makes you play better, right?
Yeah, it makes you concentrate a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be worried if you weren't nervous playing on the main stage.
I mean, what if it finds you're nervous before you go on, and then when you go on, like the nerves sort of settle within about 30 seconds.
Is that how quick it is that
Yeah,
you're just
I just get right back into the zone and just sort of get on with it. But for the first like 30 seconds, you are sort of just going, hang on.
Yeah.
You get to show mode. And it goes over, you're like, let's do it.
And you're sharing the stage with some big acts today. I mean, the noise you can hear behind us is Cancer Bats. I mean, some amazing talent playing today. What does it mean to you to play with these other bands?
It's wicked, you know, like for us, for instance, The Cure, like, I don't think our band would ever support The Cure, but me playing on the same bill, on the same day, on the same stage, you know, it's wicked. Like, that's bands you won't be playing with. And as you're saying right now, Cancer Bats, we'd never play a show with Cancer Bats, but it's a good opportunity to open up doorways and meet new bands and play with friends' bands that you don't normally get to play with.
We played with them once, actually. We did at Southwest.
That's
there
true.
you go.
Yes, there we go.
That was a test though, right?
Yeah.
Passed. Just. So I was going to ask you about some advice for young bands coming up. Maybe people who have just bought themselves a guitar, starting to form a band. I mean, can you remember back to when you first? So 2004 you got together. So presumably 2003 you were all starting to kind of learn your craft and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What advice were you maybe given that you can give on?
I think you really got to stay at it. You've got to be dedicated. You can't sort of half-ass it and like play every now and again and just expect your band to explode. You've really got to practice, become a solid musician, and sort of get on the road and get your name out there. You can't just sort of sit, record a song, put it on the internet and be like, oh, no one cares. You've got to literally go full guns blazing.
I think as well.
Chase the dream.
I think as well for like writing as well. It's like the sooner you start writing on your instrument, the better it will progress, and over time you'll build and find what make you style of playing, your own style, your own sound. And the more you progress on that as well, you find new tricks and new ways of playing as well.
Right.
So it's just like kind of daily just picking up your instrument and just sitting down and playing for an hour, and if something comes out, it comes out, record it and just save it and just have the memory of it.
And is it better to practice on your own or in a band session? Or
it depends. For us, when we started up, we were practicing maybe once, twice a week, you know, to make sure that we were tight live and we were writing songs and just we kept churning things and trying to keep the ball moving.
Making each other better.
Yeah, making each other and kind of pushing each other as well to try and do new things and push ourselves to the limits, you know.
Nice. Well, while we're talking about gear, obviously we're going to ask you about Boss pedals.
Yeah.
Now, we know you guys have bought some pedals from us in the past and we've done some bits and pieces. When did you first start using Boss pedals?
I think we first started using certain Boss pedals when we were a lot younger, because the thing I've always loved about Boss is the price point's always good. So like you get some other boutique companies and things like that, and it just costs a fortune. Whereas
not that reliable.
If you're first starting out and you just need a simple distortion or a delay or something, it's an easy way to start messing around with effects because they are easy to obtain and they're a lot cheaper than some other stuff, which is nice.
Right. And how does it work on like a live circuit in terms of, you know, you're using your equipment all around the world.
Yeah.
And it's got to be pretty hard wearing, but you know, how does it work like in a live circuit?
Well, I don't think I've ever had anything made by Boss or Roland that's ever broken.
Cool.
And I mean, I've had the same TU2 tuner since I first started, you know.
Yeah.
And I've been playing guitar for like 10, 11 years, so I've had that for years and years.
It depends on how you treat them as well, because sometimes when you're live, I sometimes stamp on things quite hard, so my TU2 kind of wore out, but I got the TU3. But the TU2 for me, I think we all had TU2s when we started out, you know, that was the tuner. You will see, if you went and saw a band, you'd be like, I want that tuner, and it was a TU2, and it's like renowned.
That was like the first thing I bought that wasn't like a bass, basically. So I bought the tuner, and I swear the one I bought years ago is still the one he's saying. I've stamped on it, thrown it about, and it
really
works perfectly. It's amazing.
And you know, obviously rhythm guitar and lead guitar, you know, what kind of tone are you getting out of these pedals? What effects have you gone for?
I think for me and Max it's mainly the delays. We use the DD20 delays, the dual ones, and the thing we love about that is they've got programmable presets. So for us, we play to a click track in our in-ears.
Right.
So every delay can be tapped in, saved. So I use 2 of them live. So I've got eight presets where I can have 8 delays for 8 songs pretty much, and every time I know it's 100% on the beat. And I just think they're really easy to use and they sound really good.
The thing for me as well with the DD20s is sometimes you don't get with many delay pedals that you can do triplet delays.
Yeah.
And we use it for a song called Reckless. I use triplet delays, and no other pedal can give me that. And then the DD20 was just like, right, I've got everything. I've recorded it in the studio, and I'm like, how can I do this again? And the DD20 has got so many options. You can go analog, tape, space. You've got so many styles of delay you can put on it.
Yeah.
And having the save and settings, different styles, and having all these variations of options of delay, for me, it was just the delay pedal that I'll probably use for the rest of my career.
Absolutely. Well, that's great to know, man. So you guys run at 5 o'clock. Are there going to be any new songs for any of the fans? Or
there's a lot of Sinners Never Sleep, that's for sure, obviously, because it's the album campaign still, but it's a mixture. We've got like an old song in there, we've got a couple of oldies, so it should be good.
Yeah, trying to mix up. We haven't recorded anything like new yet, so or done anything with that. So that's like still sort of hidden away in a safe in a bank somewhere.
Nice.
Security.
I've seen a few of the Hardcore Sixer fans out there.
Yeah.
All looking pretty eager.
Yeah, nice.
So, what's the weirdest thing a fan's ever sent in? You ever had any weird fan mail or?
We had a it's not weird, but we were in America recently, and they found out we had an obsession with Starbucks and Chipotle, Mexican restaurant.
Nice.
So they did this 2-part booklet, which was wicked. You went through it and they read and they did like little stories and like a bit on each person of the band. And the back of one had $30, like, use this for a band fund to go buy Chipotle. So we were like, that's cool.
I mean, I'll take $30 for a present.
Money's
anyway.
what you get as a
And then the second part they gave us was a Starbucks voucher card that we could all use and go and get coffee. So we're like,
Solid.
so we've not really had
Nice
anything
McDonald's-
weird. We've had some pretty chill.
That's nice.
We can actually use the money on McDonald's.
Yeah, we did without telling anyone. But yeah, we were at the airport, so we splashed it on McDonald's. But,
It's alright.
Sorry, mate. The change is in the back.
Yeah.
We're changing the receipt. It's still there. It's fine.
Not fussed by me.
So that's a call to the other fans. You need to up your game.
Yeah.
Give some
Give us some money.
food-related presents. yeah, just some money, just cash.
No
yeah.
hugs, just presents.
Yeah, just use
like that.
notes in a brown envelope.
I don't mind a hug here and then.
Or hug
I
Max
don't
then.
mind that.
No, we're joking.
Listen, guys, you're on at 5, so have an amazing gig, and thanks for talking to us. Have a great festival.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thanks for supplying us with the greatest of pedals.
You're so welcome. I'll give you that 5 then.